Hello everybody, today I will show you how to open the software that we are going to use, how to create the first project and how to write the first program. To open the software, you need to go to Start, then All Programs, then if you look under the folder Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 Express, just press on this icon. This is the start page of the software. Now we want to create a new project, and this you are going to do it whenever you want to run a code. For that you need to press a new project here, or you can go under File, New, and just to choose Project. From there you will get this window. Remember always you need to pick Windows 32, and from there choose Windows 32 console application, and here you need to write the name of the project. So for example, let's call it Lab0, and here this is the location where you're going to save your project, and this is the solution name. Just keep it as it is. If you finished with what I said, just press OK. If you get this window here, let's read what is the error. The project cannot be created because another project already exists in the folder with the same name. So this means that we have another project which is called Lab0. So either you can just change it to another name, or maybe you want to delete a previous project that you had. So I just changed the name. Now press OK. Now when we get this wizard, the first page, just press Next. Here always remember that you need to pick empty project, and finally press Finish. So like this we created our project. Now the second step is to create the file where we are going to write the code. So for creating the C++ file, we need to go here, right click on the project name, go to Add, and choose a new item. From here we need to choose the type of our file, which is C++ file of extension CPP. So to choose the name, for example, we can call it question1, and by default it will be under the same location of the project that you just created. If you finished, just press Add. Now if you look here under the Solution Explorer, you can find your project. Under the source files of your project, you can find the file that we created. Now it's the time to write our first program under this global scope of question 1. So for the starting, we are going to include a library which is called IOStream. This library we included to input or output any stream in the program. So to include any library, we should write the word include, of course with the hash, and then between those special brackets I need to write my library name. So we said our library name is IOStream. Again, the I stands for input, the O stands for output, and the stream just the flow of data. Another line that we need to write is something that we are going to use again to call our objects of the input and the output, which are cin and cout. And this line is using name space std. So if this is your library, assume it like a cupboard. So this std is like a drawer there where we are going to open it to use our object cout or cin. Now after we included our library, we need to start with the function main. Remember, the main is a must to be written in any program to enable it to be executed. So how to write the structure of the main? You need to write the data type of the function, which is void, and then we write the main word, which is the reserved word in the C++, then the brackets. And for the start of the main, always is to start with an opening curly bracket and ends with an ending curly bracket. So this is here the structure of the main. Sometimes you will find this word void changed into integer, and whenever we have this, here we have return 0. Maybe now you don't understand what's the difference between both of them. We are going to talk about that more when we deal with functions. Now let's come to the code that we are going to write. We are going to write a code that display a message for the user, welcome to C++. How to do that? Before the last return 0, we are going to display the message. So to display any message, we need to use the object cout. So we are going to write cout, and this object, after we write it, we need to put the output operator, which is this one. And for any message to be displayed, it should be written between two double quotations. So my message, it will be here in between. So the message will be just welcome to C++. And in the end of any statement in the C++, we need to put semicolon. So like this, our code is ended. Our code is between the main, inside the main function. And let's try to run it. So if I want to run a code, first I will debug it or try to see if there are any errors. So for doing that, just I will press F7. When I press F7, you can see under the output, I have here one failed. So to see our errors, let's go to the error list. If you don't have it, just go to View, Other Windows, and then press on Error List. So if you open the error list here, you can find an error which is failure during conversion to COFF. File invalid or corrupt. This here error is related to some packages which were not downloaded well when the software was downloaded. So an easy solution for that, just go to here debug under the solution configuration list and choose release instead. Let's try to make F7 again to build our project. So do you see now it's once succeeded, we have no errors. Let's try now to run the code. For running the code, just press Ctrl with F5. So you can see now the message is here, welcome to C++, and then we have this automatic message which is press any key to continue. If we want to get this message, press any key to continue in another line, we need to change our code a little bit. So for having a new line, we have two ways. Either after the message finished, after the double quotation and before the semicolon, just you can put the output operator again and put the reserved word end L. This is small l, not 1. When we put it like this, let's try to make the run again by Ctrl F5. You can see that now press any key to continue, it's coming in the next line. So this end line, it means that anything that it will come after this end line, it will be in the new line. And this is really what happened. Another solution, instead of the end line, we can put here between the two double quotation or \n. This \n is an operator, stands for a new line. And remember, this is \, not front slash. So let's try to just make the run to see the effect. Again, it's the same effect of the end line. Another way of writing the \n, if you go after the double quotation and maybe you want to write it in another message, again you need to put the output operator and you can start putting the double quotation, and between it we can put the \n. So all of this is giving the same answer. Okay, now if I want to make a tab space, you know the tab space from the keyboard, if I want to simulate it here, just you can, for example, go after 2 and C++, maybe I want to have a tab. So there is an operator for that. Again, the operator, it should be starting by \, and then it's T. So do you see there is no space? Even if you keep space, it will give you this space in the output, but if I did not, the compiler, it will be, or it will know that this is an operator which is \t, stands for tab. So if we run it now, see the effect. I have here the tab space between the board 2 and C++, and I have here the new line because I used the \n. Just I want to show you here something. If I use it front slash, you will see that the front slash will be displayed for us here, and it did not do the effect of the new line. So remember again, it's \, not front slash. Something else that I want you to understand is related to the code. We have a quotation, or I mean we have an operator to tell that we want to display a code. For example, I will just put a code for you that we want to display it for the user. It's already in your Lab0 sheet. If you look here at the last question where you have, it's the same. You need to write a code that it will display all of this for you. Now the information that it was giving to you, it will allow you to do that. But the only thing that I want to display now, the code, because it has a new idea. We have a new idea here. So just if we go here, let's try to display the code that we had. Cout, and then we see the gain, any message should be between those two double quotation, and the end I have a semicolon. So normally my code, it will be between those two double quotation. Now look, this code, I need to put for it those two double quotation to be displayed. So now if I have this situation here, the compiler, it will be confused. Which are the two double quotation that I will put for the compiler to know that this is a message to be displayed, and which double quotation that the compiler should display. So to differentiate between both of them, we need to put backslash before the code that we will display. So this is here a double quotation that I want to display in my message, so I'll put before it backslash. So now this is an operator that the compiler will understand. This is a double quotation to be displayed. So now let's come here. This is the other double quotation of the code. So again, just I will put before it backslash. So let's try to see now the effect of this code. Do you see now here? We get the double quotation before B, which is the double quotation that we put before the backslash. And again here, since we put another backslash before this one, it was displayed in the message. This is all for today. I hope that you got the idea. If you have any question, please just email me or ask in the lab. Thank you.